I want you guys to put yourselves back in the early 2000s. You woke up on a Saturday morning, no school, you turn on the TV to the Kids WB. It's time to watch some Yu-Gi-Oh! I have been super nostalgic lately working on the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series, and I think as a result of this, in my suggested feed on YouTube, I've been getting a ton of old Yu-Gi-Oh! Style videos recommended to me, so much so that we're going to be doing a video reviewing old Yu-Gi-Oh! Commercials because some of these are absolutely hilarious, and for many of you who might have started the game within the past few years, you may have never seen some of the advertising for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game when it was first released, and man, it's definitely a trip, so sit back, relax, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Once you have the most powerful monster, you're ready to be a true champion. Get the power.
Playtime is over.
I love how they have this guy who actually looks pretty similar to Kaiba, and he's playing that old school LOB Blue Eyes White Dragon. Love it.
The power of the cards.
Look at that CGI! Like, this is actually a pretty old commercial. Did you guys see that? Wait, hold on. Let's go back for a second.
Power of the cards.
It's time to duel.
Look at that! That's actually like really advanced for this time of year. They must have spent a lot of money on this. I also love too the fact that the kid has like the hair like Yugi, even though obviously no one can have that hair, but they just like spiked his hair up to make it just resemble it in some way.
Time to duel.
This was just like a generic advertisement for Yu-Gi-Oh! This wasn't even advertising a particular set. I'm not even sure how old this specific commercial was, but for early 2000s, that's still pretty impressive.
Fellow duelists, behold the next evolution of dueling, the Duel Disc.
Oh, hell yeah.
Challenge.
It's the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disc.
Let's go, baby.
Everything you need to duel with the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game.
Look how big the like fake Yu-Gi-Oh! Card circles are on the backs of these cards. You can just see how these are not real cards at all. I'm not sure if the company that was commissioned to make this commercial just had no idea and is just using this as like an example to maybe show that they're Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, but this is just hilarious. I always thought this was one of the funniest parts about this whole commercial. I also like how they're in like a fight club, like where they're playing this. This looks like something out of Battle City. Look at, there's like all the kids in the background and everything.
Everything you need to duel with the official Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game. Now you can activate your strongest magic cards and summon your most powerful monsters in a whole new way. Dueling will never be the same. Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Disc accessory. Official trading cards not included.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but I did in fact own one of these duel discs. I think my uncle got it for me as a present for my birthday one year. I also owned the Chaos duel disc, you know, the one with the Seal of Orichalcos around it. That one was super, super cool. And I never owned the GX one, which was neat because the GX one actually could hold sleeved cards at that point. So that was, you know, pretty revolutionary. I also have fond memories of having this duel disc, and my friends growing up also owned them, and we would go into our street and pretend like we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! In Battle City. Doesn't get any nerdier than that.
There is one card so powerful, so dangerous, so uncontrollable, it could even defeat Yugi. It was locked away forever.
Uh-oh. Wait for it.
Only got one chance left.
Wait for it.
At stake, the world turns to one person. Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie.
Hey.
You can receive one of 4 special Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards you can't get anywhere else.
When I went to go see Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie when I was a little kid, Blue Eyes Shining Dragon was the shit. Like, if you pulled Blue Eyes Shining Dragon from the movie packs for this movie, you won. Like, you just won the lottery. And I remember the friend that went with me, he ended up pulling the Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, and I ended up pulling the Pyramid of Light. That was a very disappointing time, but that movie was awesome.
Breaking news, we have this just into the newsroom. Monsters are destroying the city.
Police are telling you to keep your doors and windows locked, and please keep your children inside.
This one's super high effort. I gotta admit, I'm actually very impressed with some of the production value of some of these commercials. Think about the other types of shows that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was playing alongside with, and they did not have nearly this type of budget. To be fair, they also didn't have like a multi-million-dollar trading card game that they were also trying to sell alongside it. So I guess when you're making a lot of money from your cardboard crack, you have a lot more advertising to be able to pump out into the public.
Invasion of Chaos is on. Monsters from the beginning and end of time. New cards and strategies to expand your dueling power like never before. Playtime is over. Let the invasion begin. Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game Invasion of Chaos booster packs available now.
What I really love about this commercial is the fact that they just took the first commercial that we watched at the beginning of this video and essentially reskinned it. They added some new graphics from Invasion of Chaos. They added some different transitions, but it's almost the exact same commercial. They even had him doing like the same thing with the card, except instead of Blue Eyes White Dragon, it was Dark Magician of Chaos. What's also interesting to me is that for how groundbreaking of a set Invasion of Chaos was, they didn't promote Chaos Emperor Dragon in this entire commercial. What did they show? Black Tyranno, Strike Ninja. I think they had like a CGI BLS come in at the beginning, and then Dark Magician of Chaos, which is a great card, but Chaos Emperor Dragon is one of the strongest cards ever printed, so it's kind of odd that this card did not make the commercial.
From the depths of defeat.
Ooh.
From the will of determination.
Will of determination.
Grows a new, more powerful force. The power of the duelist. With more Yu-Gi-Oh! GX cards than ever before, the new power from Neospace can help you reclaim the fame, King of Games. Power of the Duelist. Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game Booster Pack available now.
I don't know, man. I don't think you're going to become the king of games anytime soon with Dark Neos.
More grit. More glory. More fight. More might. More ultra rares.
More ultra rares, because you got to get those cards if you want to win.
More power to spare. Now you can multiply the might of any Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, this is Phantom Darkness. Oh, shit.
Ultimate evil of the GX era, where sinister monsters form a fray.
I just had to stop here for a moment because look at this picture. Is this like the archetype monolith that everyone thinks of when they think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players? Yu-Gi-Oh! Players have this like weird stigma of being like edgy or like scene kids or skater kids. I don't know where that came from, but I don't think this really helped that stigma in the slightest.
Force, and the more you got, the stronger you get.
The more you got, the stronger you get. Is that like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Equivalent to Gotta Catch 'Em All? Because obviously they couldn't steal that, but they had to figure out some unique way to get people to want to buy more cards. That's creative. That's very creative.
Phantom Darkness. Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG Booster Pack available now.
Step into the darkness with Phantom Darkness, the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Game Booster Set.
Here's a tip on how to become a strong Yu-Gi-Oh! duelist. Attack points aren't everything. Some of the best
Wait. He just said, here's a tip. Attack points aren't everything. Then throws a CGI version of Dark Arm Dragon at you. They knew this card was broken. They knew that this card was broken. Like, they didn't shy away from this like they did Chaos Emperor Dragon in the Invasion of Chaos episode. They did not make the same mistake twice. Also, if attack points aren't everything, why does Dark Arm Dragon have 2,800 attack? They could have given that thing 0 attack, and it probably still would have seen tons of play. Unbelievable. They knew what they were doing with this set.
monsters have low attack points and powerful effects, like Rebel, the ultimate nightmare, and Phantom Darkness. Score more tips by playing the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card Magic Game at CartoonNetwork.com.
Oh, this is a Cartoon Network commercial.
The new Yu-Gi-Oh! Phantom Darkness Booster Set. The more you got, the stronger you get.
The more you got, the stronger you get. I wonder how many times we're going to hear that throughout the duration of this video. You know, we've been watching a lot of English Yu-Gi-Oh! Commercials. I wonder what some of these Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Commercials look like. I'm going to see if I can find one for Phantom Darkness, just so we can kind of compare side by side, because we actually saw 2 different Phantom Darkness commercials. They must have gone really in on this one. So I want to see what the Japanese one looks like for comparison.
恐怖の幻影が現れる時、世界は漆黒に包まれる。暗黒の力、敵を粉砕せよ。遊戯王オフィシャル シャルカードゲームデュエルモンスターズファントムダークネス11月23日発売。ユベルの進化はここから始まる。
What's fascinating to me about the Japanese version of the commercial is how much of an emphasis there was on Yubel and more of the like play on the anime. It's really just interesting to see like the Eastern versus the Western take on essentially the same product and how they were trying to advertise it to both of their own respective audiences. They both had Dark Arm Dragon though, so that's real. They could have just plastered Dark Arm Dragon on the screen for 30 seconds and just said, buy this, and that's all they really needed to do. Let's check out another Japanese commercial. I'm curious to see what some of these other ones looked like. Wow, this is high effort. Wait. Here's what'll sell your set, guys. Hungry fucking burger. Hell yeah, Japan knows what's up. That is so fucking funny. They have Hungry Burger as one of the highlight premier cards in Pharaoh's Servant. Unbelievable. Oh my god, I love Japan. Okay, this is really weird to be watching in 2020 because if I didn't know that this was a commercial from 2009, I would think that this would be like a COVID commercial because the way that there's like the split boxes and like people in like two different rooms, that just gives me vibes of like social distancing. It's weird how something like this has aged contextually just only 10 years later, but obviously given the circumstances. Let's continue.
Anytime, anywhere, unite a duel, and you could be a Yu-Gi-Oh! World Champion. Play Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Wait. Hold on. Back up. This motherfucker has a Crush card. Do you guys know how expensive that was back then? For those of you who don't know, Crush card was a Shonen Jump prize card, and there are so few of this card in existence. And even when they reprinted this in a gold series, I'm not sure if it was out in 2009. Someone can correct me in the comments. It came out in a gold series set, was extremely short printed, and was like a $200 to $300 card out of a gold series. So in either case, that is so funny, and it's something that I think only people who like played back during that time would recognize, but that's a really interesting way to market.
Duelist Pack Collection Tin in stores now.
What I also find rather fascinating about this commercial is that it actually promoted going to tournaments. That's something that you don't really see too often. I know now with the live streams that we get for YCSs, you'll see footage kind of spliced in between feature matches, but you only see it if you're watching the live stream, and they really don't use that footage anywhere else. It doesn't typically get used for any sort of promo material or marketing. So this was an actual commercial that aired in the US that was showing people playing at an actual like large event. It wasn't just like a local card shop. That's really cool. I remember seeing some of these commercials when they aired, so it must have been like 10, 15 years ago, and I completely forgot about them. It's so crazy to see where Yu-Gi-Oh! Originated and how it tried to compete with other games like Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. I mean, there's so much competition now, and it's cool to see a game as old as Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's almost 20 years old. It's past 20 years old if you're going based off of the OCG. I just think that's really cool to see where this game came from, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it too. For a lot of you who may have just started playing within the past few years, you may have never gotten the chance to see stuff like this because they do still have some commercials nowadays, but I don't think you're going to be seeing anything like that anymore. That's just truly a relic of the early 2000s. But guys, that's going to wrap it up for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.